guess is already a sort of a tradition. I thought about postponing this video a bit, but it's been a while. I mean, like maybe a bit less than a week since my last video, so I thought, let me just try to find some time, squeeze this video making into my schedule, or schedule, yeah, I think that's how you say it. And here we are. Hopefully I have enough time to finish this in one sitting. In any case, let's quickly read through these new memory turbines, see what it tries to shield and which characters we want to use here. So, grand finale, finale. Oh my god, I'm actually not sure how it's like what letter to oh my god, I'm forgetting so many words today. That's horrible. Lately my English has been, I feel like it's been getting worse and worse. I'm forgetting like words with the way to accentuate, I think, letters and so on. But anyway, finale, final, who cares? Let's just proceed. After an ally target uses an attack, they gain 1 modulate point and adds a corresponding amount of charge to memory turbines, stacking up to 20 points. At the start of every cycle, memory turbines deals 1 instance of true damage to all enemies based on that amount of charge points. Okay, that's quite interesting. So I think they're this kind of shields follow-up attack teams, like any team that attacks a lot. So like obviously for Ashwell, and Fei Xiao and so on. But at the same time, they also put here like this punchline generating thingy, which I assume will help quite a lot for the upcoming Silver Wolf. So that's fun, how they managed to combine that. In any case, let's check out which enemies we have here, and then think of what we could use here. So we have Shepard with imaginary and lighting weakness, so the first thing I'm thinking of is to try using our Acheron. I mean, she will obviously be more than enough to clear it at this stage, but still I haven't really run her in a long time. And for the wind weakness, we could go with Fei Xiao. You know what, actually, I think I will go with Fei Xiao, but I will simply use a team I haven't used in a long while. We'll go with Tang Heng here, though, you know what, I think Tang Heng will work a bit better with Acheron. We'll put Avenger in here. I will use Robin and Topaz, who I haven't used in I think like maybe close to a year. Yep, everyone is built, everyone has their items, I think. They do. Great. I'm going to be able to get Robin's signature light. I am going to be able to get Robin's signature light gun in the next patch, because I think they're going to add this like to the shop. So I'm really excited. I might as well grab her idol, but I'm not sure if I want that, but we'll see. I'll probably do that in the boarding video, but okay, let's go. I'm really excited to see how Topaz works here. She fell off quite hard, so I mean it should still be enough to clear stage 9, but maybe I'm overestimating, but I think like a 4-star team could clear this relatively quickly, so it should be fine. Okay, before using Robin Salt, let's let our team take their turn so that we maximize all of the action advances. I mean, yeah, we might actually not need the action advance from Robin here at all. We may be able to just kill everyone with our skills. So let's see. I mean, I think we can save Robin Salt here. Probably. Yeah, I think so. Let's just do that then. Okay, and Nambi should kill the guy here. Great. So now I can actually use Rapid Ult. Action at once everyone, and that should be 3 turns from all of them in the zero cycle, I think. Okay, let's instantly hold on the shower here. That just one-shots the enemies, and that's it. At this level, the shower is still quite good. Um, I've been hearing a lot of talk that the shower has fallen off, and she definitely doesn't compare to like Finan or Castries or Evernight. But I don't think she has like fallen off too hard, so maybe I will try her on full 12 just to see how she does. Like, maybe she's pretty good, who knows. Okay, so we get an ult here, great. Hopefully we are able to kill the side enemy. And we are. Very nice. I think I will simply basic attack here. I will then use 2 of my skills on, use my skill on Silver Wolf. I don't really need to ult on her. Akron should be able to kill here. Great, very nice. Now we can action at once Silver Wolf with your ult and vehicle set. Good. We might as well use the skill on Cypher. Doesn't really matter all that much, I think. I think Akron will kill all the enemies here, like in the next ult. Well, she should, I think. We also have our Cypher also, that might finish the job, But let's see how she does here. Just her skill took off like 20% of the Shepard's HP. Okay, nice. So, as usual, that was quite easy. Who do we have on floor 10? So, we have Academics and we have Hule. I think I will keep this team. I heard does pretty well against Academics because it's a fully AoE boss. And Hule has always been kind of like an Yunli and Feishao like shielding boss, so I want to test out this team. It's also quite fun that this is like the same team Feishao had like a year or maybe it was 2 years now. Maybe a year and a half ago, like you're starting our team. Though you could argue that, not could argue, MoC was probably always better for Feishao. Okay, so a bit of an unfortunate, how should I, placement of the stacks. That's kind of annoying, but nothing we can do at this point. Let's simply basic attack here with Cypher. I will then, let's just use our skill on the Mars truck guy because I don't really like fighting them with him, so I would like for him to die as fast as possible. Let's see how it goes. Do we kill him in one ult or we do not, but we are pretty close. I think if I ulted on Silver Wolf, we would have actually killed him, but it's not too bad. He also lost some HP because he summoned his soldiers. Okay, yeah. The ult from Silver Wolf increased damage by a ton. Acheron just killed that guy with your skill only. I think I can. Let's just use our skill here. Use a basic, and I will then ult with Acheron. Great. That should trigger Cypher follow-up attack into the boss here. Great. Now technique is already taking off 20% of the Academic's HP. So that's good. Okay. We would like to kill this guy. I mean, or at least try to switch him into the correct stance or like a positive stance, but we can't do this right now, and he isn't going to take a turn anytime soon, so for now, let's just go with the basic here. Oh wow, thank you very much. Should I ult here? I mean, I kind of waste action once then, but am I going to get an extra turn here? I don't think so. Maybe I just save my ult here to ult after we kill this enemy, like the first phase, so we save it for the second phase. That might be a good play. You know what? Let's do that. Let's see how much damage Acheron deals. Like, maybe it's not enough, but who knows. This guy's going to deal a ton of damage here, unfortunately. Okay, and we need... Oof. Okay, so can they took our energy. Oh, that's just quite annoying. Okay, then we save this again. Yeah, it might have been just worth it to use it all off the bat. I kind of ruined here, my chances here. But it shouldn't be too big of a problem. We should still clear in one cycle, which isn't too bad, you know. It's alright. The big guy will also advance all of us, so that's really, really good. Let's for now, let's just simply a basic attack here. Okay, now I can use my skill here. Skill as well that's going to trigger follow-up attack. We can ult with Cypher to give another stack to Acheron, and should kill here with the ult, or maybe even your skill. It was quite close. Okay, well, that was quite easy. I messed up a bit there, but it wasn't too bad. So, again, let's test out how Topaz does here in terms of buffing. I think we'll be able to clear this in zero cycles. Robin is great against Holy because he gives so much energy to her, and especially against Aventurine. Okay, the TOT enemy here is a bit annoying, but it's not too bad, you know. Okay, so I think we'll focus on killing him, because for now at least he has the Topaz debuff, so let's do that. Okay, and we are hoping to fill up Salt after Topaz's attack. Great. Then let's trigger Topaz's ult. I will basic attack here, then ult with Robin. This way, when Aventurine basic attacks this enemy, it should advance Nambi, and Nambi will be buffed by Robin ult, so it should deal a bit more damage, you know. Okay, great. I think I will save my Aventurine ult for the middle enemy, like for the Griffin elite. I think that's like a better choice. And I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to kill this enemy without using my ults. I hope I will, but I'm not too sure. Okay, yeah. We definitely can kill it. Then I think I can just basic here. Right, yep. Now hopefully, I hope that the elite enemy would have had the Topaz debuff, but sadly the archers got it, which is unfortunate. I've seen some leaks today that suggest that Topaz is going to be getting the next Nova Flare. Not too sure how trustworthy those leaks are, but I hope they bring Topaz back to life, at least somewhat, you know. Like, at least make her debuff apply to the elites, like to prioritize elites and not the small enemies. Okay, we should be able to finish this off without using any ults. Great. Topaz and all of the Aventurine debuffs on the Holy. So we got the ult here. We are maxed out on Phase Shower stacks. So let's ult with Topaz. And then I think we can just use 2 ultimates with Phase Shower and that should finish the first phase. Okay, nice. We did waste a bit of the Nappy torrent there, but it should be fine. Okay, great. So I think right now we can go out with, like, all out with Topaz. Just use your skill here. Deal a bit more damage, you know. But in any case, this is going to be a really easy zero cycle. Whereas we still have natural turns from the entire team, and we are going to have the Robin action once. So that was relatively easy. I'm sure you could actually win this with like maybe only Fei Xiao and like mods and RMC, so like 1 cost clear. I think that's quite possible. Okay, that was fun. So now we have the Elation boss on on stage 11, which I think is weird. I thought it would be on like stage 12 for Silver Wolf. I wonder who is on stage 12 then. Well then, who should we use here? I do want to try some other teams, but I'm not sure which ones. We could try out something like a March break, you know. We could also just go with the Sparksy team and that's it, you know, like don't need to overthink it. Perhaps let's play. I do enjoy using this team a lot. It's quite fun. I can't wait for the Ho-Ho buffs. I know they are quite bad, but they at least it's something for this team. I'm still disappointed by them, but you know, and I really like. I think Pearl will fit here amazingly, or like whatever, like sustain gears that they are planning to put here. I think it was supposed to be Pearl, but I'm not sure. And for the Svarok, who should we go with? I kind of want to try going with Zila here. Like she might work pretty well. You know, he does summon quite, I mean, not a lot of minions, but he summons some, so it might be okay. Is she even built here? She kind of is. It's a really bad build, but maybe I can use something from here, you know. Let's see what we have. Like some good items. Do we have anything with, I think crit damage is also fine. Because we have Sunday and he provides a lot of crit rates. So something like that, perhaps. How's that? Oh wow, that's almost perfect. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Then you are both built. Okay. And who should be the 4th member here? We could go with Robin, but I feel like it would be... Oh, we could just go with the RMC. They do provide some like insane buffs for this team, so I think we'll go with that. Let's see how it works. MC buffs kind of like go away quickly on Zila because she takes so many additional turns. But it's also like an amazing buff though, so I think it will be okay. The first team should be able to clear this stage in 0 or 1 cycle, I think. Can't be too sure, but they shouldn't take too much time. So we will be getting an instant on the next Yaguang turn, so that should kill the bird and the bird muscle man, I guess. are so many bird-themed enemies here on Planet Arcadia. And someone also mentioned in the comments that Yaguang's basic regenerates 30 energy, which I didn't actually know. So thank you very much for this information. I just recently read this thingy here, and it's not even a trace. That's kind of crazy. But anyway, we'll be using our ult here instantly to trigger the mechanic of the bird guy. He's going, I think, to deal a lot of damage to his team if I'm not wrong. And we also switch the bird, like the big enemy, into its enhanced state. Okay, nice. We can hold here with Sparksy, and the next instant should probably be the end of this cycle, I think. Yep, almost 1 billion damage. Insane. Insane. Okay, so naturally we're choosing a Sparksy here as our fighter. It might have been worth it to save Yao Guang's ult for this stage, actually. I feel like that makes some kind of sense. Okay, we get a really timely ult from here, so we can get a bit more skill points. Let's basic attack here to trigger the field mechanic on these enemies. Now, I think I can just go all out using my skill. No point in saving these skill points. And this next Aha instant should probably finish the job, I think. Let's see. Oh, we actually get 2 Aha instants. I completely forgot about that. Because Sparksy triggers one of them. Okay, so let's see if Yao Guang can kill this. Okay, great. So now Sparks is going to deal a ton of damage to the boss. Great. Very nice. Now, we have a turn from Sparksy here again. I will then be able to action at once Sparksy with Sparkle. Okay. Sadly, I won't be able to get Sparkle hold, but that's fine. So what I'm going to do right now, I think, is... yeah, I think I will simply basic attack right now at this side. Use my skill on Yang Wang. That should give her, get her pretty close to the ult, I hope. Yeah, so the next attack from Sparksy, Sparksy boss, should give us enough energy to trigger the Yang Wang ult. We also got kicked out from the stage because we killed enemies, which triggers an Aha instant and gives us the necessary energy for the ult here, and we don't even need it. Okay, that was extremely easy. So we have at least 10 cycles to clear this with Zila. I just realized that I am overcapping on the crit rate because we have the RMC, and he also gives 10 crit rate, so that's a bit disappointing, but it's not too bad, it's okay. Okay, let's summon Mimo here. Nice. Now, I will give Zila Sunday's ult right off the bat. And I think do I want to use my skill or my basic here? I think skill makes more sense. Okay, let's do this. I will then ult with the hang. Nice. Now I think I can ult into I feel like I'm going to kill both of these enemies with my skills here, so I don't really need to use my ult on the smaller enemies. They seem quite squishy. So maybe I will simply ult the big dinosaur guy, That should be okay. Now, I will beat attack this enemy. It doesn't die, it's just left with a sliver of health. Okay, that's a bit funny. It's alright. We can live with that. Um, I'll just know better next time. Okay, that's not too bad. And then, let me use my skill on this guy, hopefully kill it. Thank God. I can then use my skill on this enemy. Nice. Now, Sun is going to action once. Zilla here. Hopefully we kill this enemy. I kind of want to use my Trailblazer ult to trigger the explosion from the dinosaur, but I'm not sure if that explosion is going to kill the side enemy or not. If it kills a side enemy, that's quite bad for me, I think. But in any case, okay, great, we kill the side enemy. We can ult right now. I think, okay, it blows up here. I can, yeah, let's just go with a skill to kill the enemy, hopefully. Or at least we got quite close to killing it. If I didn't mess up that basic attack at the start, we would have been fine. But it's okay. We can live with that. Now, seeing us, we are going to get an action once from MMC pretty soon. And we don't have our true damage buff. I think it's worth it to just basic attack because we're going to need a lot of skill points. So I think I will simply basic attack here. Basic attack with the Hank. Bring up Zilla. Sadly we waste our action one from Sunday, but that's not too bad, you know. We can deal with that. Okay. And I think yeah, I think I will simply skill here. I mean basic attack here to take a turn a bit earlier. Hopefully Sparrows summon his arm in a bit. Though he might be doing that on his next attack, I think. Yeah, that's probably the case. Okay, let's use our skill here. The enemy blows up, deals quite a bit of damage to itself and Sparrow. Naturally, it's not nearly enough, but you know, it's something. Okay, now, I think for now I'm going to use my ults on Swarrock, try to bring him down a bit. The side enemy just going to die to the memory turbulence and some Zilla skills, I think. Don't think we're going to blow it up like anytime soon, so it should be okay. So sadly, the arm is going to snatch somebody. I hope it's not Zilla. Of course it is. And we have no way to break it. Well, that's unfortunate. And we're going to waste our action once here. Okay, we could just action once ourselves. You know, like for the time being, I could simply try to blow this guy as quick as possible. You know. Okay, let's go with that. If it's going to take a long while until we can break that guy. Okay. So if we had to action once, Hank, he isn't going. We are to action once the dragon. So I think the play here is to action once the RMC. So this way it and Memo can actually blow up the dinosaur. Hopefully it dies. And the memory turbulence kills the arm. It does not. Okay, the aha instant does. Nice. We wasted just like a ton of skills and stuff. It should be fine. Okay, good. So at least right now, we should be able to get our RMC ult here, I think. Okay, this should give us another wasted action once. Okay. I think if I didn't use Sunday's ult, we would have had enough charged action once here, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay, so the next turn from Zila should be the end, I think. We're going to have enough energy for an ult, as well as like all of our buffs are still up, so we should be fine. And that's the finishing blow. Okay. Well, I can't say that was good, but considering that my build wasn't that great, and that I got a bit unlucky and made a lot of mistakes, that wasn't too bad as well. So you know, it's alright. So now we finally have the floor 12. So we have Nikador here, which is an Ashwell is just great against him. Herde is also quite fun. We also have Kafka here, who has some Legion enemies. I think it's fine. Otherwise, we could actually try the face shout him here, just to see how like Tobas does. I think we can finish this side with Herde. There are a lot of minions. The Titan King guys provide a lot of energy, so I think Herde will do pretty well there. Hopefully. With an does Madrid have 10 stance? She does. Okay, nice. And here we'll go with the face shower team, but I still want to run some Jabas here, just to see if she holds up even a little bit, you know. Okay, let's see how we do. I think I will take about like 3 cycles with Herder. She's like the most well-built character on my team, and on my account, and my team for her is kind of bad. But anyway, usually I use my Jade skill on Tribi because I feel like that provides more follow-ups and more energy in general, so I think I will do that. I will also wait until this guy summons his minions, so that way we get a bit more energy from every attack in the team. Okay, oh wait. Oh, he was stunned. I see. That's a bit unfortunate. Should I wait then? Should I maybe restart? Well, I don't feel like restarting. You know what? I think I will. I think I can hold on. How is it right now? We are still like, going to waste the action once from Trippy either way, so why not waste it right now, you know? Okay, nice. So we can actually break this guy here with our skill. Now I'm going to ult with Herder before Trippy attacks, so as not to waste any energy from the Herder itself. Great, and that should deal quite a lot of damage to the elite guy. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Now hopefully they attack Trippy on so that we can get another ult here. Let's see how they do. Okay, he's summoning his minions. We can now ult with Jade. It's going to trigger a Trippy follow-up. Great, so we should be getting another action once from Dance here, I think. Okay. Sadly, Trippy doesn't get a turn, but it's okay. It's alright. Yarda is still going to be able to actually attack here. use like skill here. This should give me enough energy. Nice. And I'm going to save Hyacinth's ult for Nikador. Hopefully. I think the memory turbulence should kill the like the robot wolf guy, or at least bring him really low. Great. Um, Maybe I will simply keep my... Yeah, I will just use my Hyacinth ult on her turn, so as not to lose the buff. Basic on Jade. Then probably skill. Yeah, I probably have to skill on here to actually get the ult here in time. Because if I don't do that, I won't be able to kill. Ooh. Oh, that's really oh, that's so annoying. I kind of wanted to save my trippy ult for Nikador, but I got really unlucky here. So we need to attack to actually trigger the follow-up from Trippy. We can't basic attack because we will need our skill. I think Hurley is going to kill this enemy even without the buff from Trippy, but my Trippy is so slow that on the next cycle, I don't think your skill will be up for when we actually need to kill Nikador, so that's the problem. Though, maybe it will be... You know what, I'm willing to risk it actually. I think it's fine. I think we can risk a bit. Okay, so do I kill here? I don't. Okay, well, that was a waste. It's fine. We can live with that. My Trippy is luckily a bit above the enemy, so that's good. I mean, not enemy, she's above Herta, so that's really nice. Now, let's wait for all of these guys to appear. I can now use my skill. Let's ult with Hyacinth to start charging our skills here. Great. I will also... Yeah, I think I can skill here, that's okay. I'm going to skill on Trippy again. Ult with Jade. Nice. Nice. Whatever I do, I can't really... Yeah, here isn't going to be able to get the energy from the armor break, so I'm just going to give it to Hyacinth. And I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to wait for the Nikador's turn to end so that his armor stacks refresh. This way we can try to break it, like again, get some extra energy. And it does provide quite a lot when we actually like break him, you know. I think it takes like away like 10% of his HP, so it's quite worth it. Okay, let's use our skill here. Hopefully it clears the pillars, or at least, yeah, well, we dealt some damage, not a lot, but you know, some, definitely. Okay, so we should be able to break Nikador here quite fast. Great. Let's ult with Hyacinth. They should give us another Herder ult, and hopefully this finishes the job. At least for this first cycle. I mean, for this first stage, I guess. Okay, I can simply basic here. Ult. Great. The mid died. I did waste a bit of the damage from Trippy ult here. I should have used it on the pillars when they appeared, but it's not too bad, we should be fine. Okay, so now I can simply basic attack with Jade. That should give you enough energy for an ult. It does not, I was wrong. But the instant actually hits her type a couple of times. So we are completely fine. Great. Now, let's see. Okay, wow. It's kind of weird that we are breaking these pillars much faster this time. I'm not sure why. Ah, I wonder what caused that. Okay, we broke, I think, one of the pillars or two of them. And we should be able to kill this guy after these couple of attacks. Yeah, we're going to break two pillars. That's going to take away, I think, 28% of his HP. And then little Ika just kills the boss himself. Okay, well, considering that I played terribly there, it wasn't bad actually, you know. Uh, Quite a good clear. Of course, it's a boss that was essentially made for the herder, so you know, it's not like a true test, but still, I'm quite happy. Okay, now I think comes the real challenge. Um, the enemies here, for some reason I think they're going to be much tankier. Nigador kind of takes a lot of his HP out himself, so that's kind of a problem. I mean, that's good for us. It's a problem that on this stage we don't have any mechanics that are actually help what does. Kafka is essentially just a giant damage sponge. There aren't really any mechanics we need to do. The only problem is that with Aventurine we can get unlucky on who Kafka chooses to control. If that happens to be Fei Xiao, then we lose like 1 or 2 cycles, you know. Anyway, for now, we just wait. We've already taken a lot of damage. Hopefully, we don't die. I think. I think I would like to kill this guy first. Not sure why is that, but I just feel like that. Okay, now we had once our entire team. I think I have to use my skill on venturing so as to not suffer too much damage. So I'll be conserving my skill points a bit. I think I can ult here with Fei Xiao right away. Yep, let me just use one of my ults. And we deal 0 damage. Okay, that's fun. We might actually not be able to complete this in the time limit. I hope we can. I mean, we do still have about 6 peppermint turbulences, so they do provide a lot of damage. It's going to be helpful. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we don't die, at least, you know. So the right most elite is already halfway down in terms of its HP. We are struggling a bit with Robin's ult right now, which is a bit worrisome. The enemies aren't really attacking all that much, so that's kind of bad. Let me quickly use my ult here, just to action it once. No, one last time. Get some extra energy while the ult from Robin is still active. Okay. That was quite bad. It's fine. We should be getting our Robin ult after the next couple of turns. So for now, let's just try to kill the right enemy with our skills without the use of our ults, you know, primarily without the use of Fisha ult. Okay, great. So this next Fisha turn should hopefully kill the guy. Let's see if it does. Okay, great. So now, I think... Yeah, I think I just basic attack here. There's like no real point in trying to skill. Then wait, how does Tabata's ult? I mean, light gonna work. Stacking up to 2 times when allies hit enemy targets out of the team state. Each time stack increases the crit damage dealt by 12%. So I feel like I need to wait wait for the Nambi turn, which should be in this cycle because he's going to hit all of us. Give 4 stacks to Aventurine that's going to advance Nambi into the cycle. I think that's fine. Let's go with that. Okay, we didn't suffer any damage, like from our shields at least. And now let's deal some damage here, quickly. Now, we need to try to finish this before the end of Robin's ult. Hopefully we can do that, but I'm not too sure. We might be able to get... No, I think we're going to get only one ult from Wei Xiao, which is quite sad. I think we already spent 2 cycles just on this side alone, which is quite annoying. Okay, I think I will just go with yeah, I will probably just go with a basic here because I want to use my Aventurine ult after this. I mean, not ult, skill. And I also want to use my skill or drop in as well, just to get your energy pick up as quick as possible. Okay. That should get your ult here. Ah, that's so disappointing. Okay. Well then, we do have Robin's ult for the next, like, cycle, like instantaneously, which is nice. So now we have to kill in 4 cycles. I think we have to kill 3 of these damage sponges, which is quite annoying, but I think we can do that. We should probably focus on Kafka for now. I think I will switch my tame target using Topaz as a skill, but for now, let's just attack this guy. Well, let's deal a debuffed by Topaz. Now, I think I can ult with Topaz here. Good. Okay, I should have waited for the Nambi attack there, but it's fine. So I feel like Kafka is going to be much easier to kill compared to the horses. They are insanely tanky. And lucky for us, Kafka didn't actually control anyone, so that's really, really good. Okay, well then, let's just use our skills, try to kill her as fast as we can. Hopefully, it works out. I think for now, I'm kind of afraid of just killing because I then might not have enough skill points because we are going to be receiving 2 attacks from the horses. I want to use my skill on Robin still, so yeah, probably just save my skill points for now. Okay, I mean, the damage from Wei Xiao herself isn't that bad, like compared to when you have Cypher instead of Topaz. I think if this was like a Shwale Cypher, it would have been like much better, or maybe like a Shwale Robin, something like that. Although maybe you actually go with 3B. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Okay. Sadly, we aren't getting an ult from Robin, so we are going to be saving our stacks until we get that ult. Because without it, we aren't dealing any damage. Okay, great. And I think I'm also going to let these guys take their natural turn so that we can maximize the amount of Wei Xiao stacks. Let's just basic attack here. I will then also skill with Aventurine. Now, let's kill with Wei Xiao. Basic attack with... wait. Yeah. Basic attack with Topaz. I can then... yeah, I will then ult with Robin. should have altered with Aventuring, that's going to overcome points. Well, that's fine, it's only like 1 point overcome, it's not too bad. Hopefully. But that, like, might be somewhat bad. Well, that's okay. I think we can live with that. Let's break the enemy here. Use some skills. In any case, we are getting a lot of damage from the mirror turbulence, so that's helping us out a ton. We still have 2, 1, 3 turbulences, which should be enough to kill the horses. I think, I hope. I think I will save Topaz's ult until after Nambi gets taken turn here, which he should, because eventually is going to advance him. Great. Now, I hold with Nambi, which is going to make it advance much faster. Okay, and of course, facial is controlled when I want to use her. And that might cost us the game actually. That's just really, really unfortunate. Okay, well, for now, let's just use our skill points on Aventuring. I think I will also use my skill on Topaz here, just to try to deal a bit of extra damage. Robin will get her ult instantly when she comes out of her what's it called? Concerto state. Great. So I think what I should do here is, do I have enough energy for basic attack? I'm not too sure. What's your energy regeneration rate? 24%. Is it enough? It means like 1/4. So I will regenerate about 25, I think, right? Which is enough energy. Yeah, so like we generate an additional 1/4 of the energy we get. Basic attacks generate 20 energy. 1/4 of that is 5, so 25 energy. So we have to skill here, sadly. Let's do that. I wonder if we can actually kill Kafka here simply with our like basic attacks, like with skills from Fei Xiao. Maybe I just use one of my ults here. Yeah, I think I just use one ult. I think it should be worth it. Yup. Now, hopefully, we can kill it with the skills. Yeah, we should be able to. Please, just die. Oh my god. Okay, that's unfortunate, but we are going to be able to actually win this, so that's nice. Thanks for the member returns. It has helped us out a ton. Okay. So the little horse on the left should die to our basic attacks. I mean, our skills and basic attacks. And then the horse on the right will die to our facial ults and the member turbulence. So I think I will just... Yeah, I think I will ult you with Aventuring. Okay. We can basic attack you. Ult here with Topaz. Do we kill this guy here? Hopefully we do. Oh. Because of Aventuring. Because of his follow-up attack, Fei Xiao attacked the wrong horse. So, oh my god, that's so annoying. Well, right. I don't really want to waste our damage on the almost dead enemy, so let's just do that. I think you can just to save. I'm going to basic attack here. And that's it. So, 10 cycles, Topaz definitely doesn't hold up. Maybe my build for her is bad. I think like right now you should probably run her with like energy regeneration and like a ton of speed. That's probably more worth it, you know. She also doesn't have Lushaga. I wonder if I changed her build to Cypher, would that have been better? It might have. But she's definitely much weaker. I think Mozza would have done better as well, but sadly my Mozza is unleveled. Um, I'm planning to use him because I recently played with him in a small like PvP tournament and he was so amazing. Even with unleveled traces, he is just great. So I will probably build him for my future like Facia or any other follow-up team. So, you know, if you have follow-up teams, if you have mods, then build him. He is great. Really fun character, really strong. Probably weaker than Ashwell as a supporter like Robin, but still, as a sub DPS for a follow-up character who needs stacks like Fake Shower, or like if you need a sub DPS for Ashwell, I think he does amazingly well. Yeah. So in any case, that's it for our Memory of Chaos clear. We did quite well, except for the last stage, but you know, we tried out some, uh, not new character, but some old characters, you know. So it was sadly to be expected. In any case, I hope you enjoyed. Uh, if you did, then please leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys later. Bye bye.